Militant affection. Militant affection.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Militant Affection, episode 41. And I'm Matt Miller. I don't even know why I intro these. I have a nice little song at the start that's like, Militant Affection. That's actually not how it goes. You just heard it. You know how it goes. But I think I should change it to be this. Militant affection, come over here and suck on my infection. We're both gonna be diseased. We're both gonna be diseased. If you please, let's get diseased. Everybody goes to the CDC and we say, hey, we both have a disease. And they go, wait a second, were you sucking on his arm? And I say, I don't know. That's how I'm beginning. I live a very dry existence. And by dry existence, that means I have a lot of liquids put into me, but my lips are dry, my ass is dry, my dick is dry. I got a dry-ass dick. I'm coming out paper. I'm just getting I don't even want to think about it. Getting paper cuts at the end of your dick. That'd be the worst kind of torture. Dick cuts, little dick. Oh, my God, just a little... You're like, I'll tell. I have the plans of, I have the pictures of you blowing all those guys that I'm blackmailing you with. Stop putting paper cuts on my dick. Well, guys, now that I've started things up, let's get right into it. There's a lot going on in the world. First of all, I'm trying to find an apartment. I'm finding an apartment. It's very annoying dealing with all these brokers and their fees and all that shit. I have a price limit, and I want to get a big place so I can put up a green screen to do my arts. But I also want to live in a good location, and those locations are small. I went on a little apartment looking time yesterday with this big fat Russian guy, big old fat Russian guy. And he kept making jokes. He's like, "Oh, this is my Russian guy. Oh, this is an exercise apartment." And I'm like, "What is an exercise apartment?" He's like, "Oh, you gotta take the stairs. There's no elevator." I'm like, "Oh, Russian guy?" He's like, "Yes." He's like, "In this room, you can place your Russian gong." I'm like, "My Russian gong?" "Yes, your Russian gong." All right, let me try to really do a Russian guy. What does a Russian guy sound like? Shit, I gotta look this up. But this guy was making jokes. He was like, I was looking at a studio apartment that was across from like a daycare. And he was like, he's like, oh, there's gonna be a lot of single women there, huh? You're a single guy. You can fuck. Let me look up what a Putin speech. How the fuck does he sound? I'm terrible at accents. Cause someone just do like a Russian guy. Be like, I am going to kill. I am Russian. Well, that's how it is. I am Russian. I am going to kill. I am Russian. Let's see. Here's a little Putin speech. Oh, he doesn't speak English? This is garbage. All right, but I got my Russian back. He's like, oh, in this apartment, I cannot maintain a fucking Russian. He's like, wait. I am going to kill. I am Russian. That's how I get into it. I am going to kill. I am Russian. This is a studio. You got your kitchen. You got your bathroom. This is like hurting my throat. I'm terrible at these accents. I'm very lazy with my speech. He's like, very clean. No animal here. No dog biting on your balls. No ball biting dogs. Is that a dog biting on? Is that a dog hanging from one of your pubes? A little puppy hanging from your pubes? Is that a pube puppy? He comes in your shorts. He jumps up, starts biting off your pubes. You're like, hey puppy, stop biting off my pubes. I go, I'm not gonna help you. You know, you went into an animal apartment where there's puppies running around biting off pubes. And I don't even know what happened. There was another girl with us looking at apartments for her and her mommy. It was her and her mommy. A mommy and her looking around for apartments. She had an accent. She was like, I'm looking for apartments. I would like to find an apartment and shove it up my ass. He's like, I don't think you can shove an apartment up your ass. He goes, I'm going to shove this apartment directly up my ass, and then I'm going to have one bedroom in my anus. He goes, what? How big is your ass that you can fit a New York City one bedroom apartment in Queens up your ass? He goes, I was recently for the biggest. My ass is its own borough. My ass is its own borough. You check out my Instagram. My ass is its own borough. My ass jiggle like a helicopter on a Wednesday. Like, what? I don't even know what the fuck that means. I'm trying this new thing where I just repeat things I say just to fill the time. To fill the time on the cast. If I keep repeating, then this time will go right by. This time will go right by. This time will go right by. Bye. I looked at another apartment. It was filled with it had like 2 fridges, and the Russian guy was just like, I don't know why there are 2 fridges. I don't know why there are 2 fridges in here. But they were still working on it, so it was hard to tell what anything was. He's like, I don't know what anything is. Just ask my. He was just the guy showing it, and he's like, you gotta ask a different Russian lady. About the real stuff, like what's gonna be in there. He was just showing the rooms. A lot of these Russians, they got a lot of real estate, at least around where I'm picking up things. My apartment currently I got from a Russian lady. I remember I went to go sign all the lease stuff in a Staples so she could print out things, and I just showed up high. No, I didn't. I was just like, and I kind of have a stone cold face. I'm very serious, but I'm not. I'm goofy, but my face I have a resting bitch face. For men, I got a resting man bitch face. And we were just filling out all the documents, and she's like, "Aren't you excited?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm excited." I was just high as shit. Oh yeah, I'm excited to get in a place, and she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, I don't know. I don't get excited by anything. I'm not excited. I can't even get hard anymore. I just got a soft ass dick. Fuck it, it's for the better, Getting hard is a waste of time. When you're just fucking just to come. God, I talked about this last episode, but just coming. Blah, blah. Bring. Hello, you've reached Big Bitch. All right, this is a little callback to the last episode about my company, big britches, big bitches, big bridges, big britches, big bitches. Bring. You've reached big britches, big bitches. What would you like? I need a big britch for my bitch. You need a big britch for your bitch? You called the right place. We got big ass britches for big ass bitches. Well, thank God. How do I get it? Well, we have 2 planes get it from our airport, and they fly it overhead because these britches are so big they can't even fit in a 747. We need 2 747s. We need a fucking 1489 or 1484, 1494, whatever the math is. We need a 1494 in order to bring these big britches to these big ass bitches. These bitches keep getting bigger. We need a fucking 2568 just to carry 1 pair of britches to these bitches. These bitches are getting too big. So yeah, I'm really going forth with this big pants, big woman service. Because big bitches need big britches, and they should be getting it for free. If you a big bitch, you deserve a big britch for free. Okay. Now we're in it. Now we started. Hello, everyone. Hello. I was looking for an apartments in Bushwick. You ever go to Bushwick, Brooklyn? A Jewish fella was showing it to me, and these were very tiny little apartments. Oh, you can fit a mouse in here. Normally they say you don't want rats in an apartment, but they were so small. They're like, if you want a little pet mouse, you can put it in the apartment. Have a little mouse walking around, be like, a little pet mouse going to be like, and you could have a little pet mouse in your apartment, and then you could pet it, look at it, and be like, that's my fucking pet mouse. Someone comes in like, oh, is that a mouse in your apartment? That's my pet mouse, Ronald Schmick. And then Ronald Schmick will be like, I'm a talking mouse. Be like, fucking Ronald Schmick is a talking fucking mouse? Ronald Schmick? And he's like, yeah, I'm a talking mouse. I love cheese and hand jobs. And you're like, what? Hand jobs? I'm not jerking off a fucking mouse. Well, I'm Ronald Schmick, and I get jerked off by all my owners. And you're like, you're a fucking mouse. I'm not going to jerk off a tiny little mouse's pee-pee, be like, yeah, but I'm Ronald Schmick. You've been feeding me cheese. You've been doing 50% of what I need in life. I also need to be fucking jerked off. My little mouse cock needs a little jerky-smirky. Be like, I'm not jerking off a little fucking mouse cock, a little smirky jerky. And be like, but I'm Ronald Schmick. All I do is get jerked off by a fucking human hand. What if someone was listening to this and like they just only heard that part, and they're like, what the fuck are you listening to? A man describing jerking off a mouse? This man must have sleep apnea. And that's correct. I have sleep apnea. I'm tired all day. I come up with crazy ideas. And I report it here to you. You're a lovely listener. Today, I drank 6 beers, took a nap for 6 hours, and woke up to record this. I did some other shit too. I fucked. I fucked. I fucked. How many people get to fuck? I'm one of them. I get to fuck. Yes, you just fucked. Guess who just fucked? I just fucked. You're the lowest one, though. I mean, the highest voice one. You're the highest voice one, and I'm the one who fucks. I'm the bass man, and I don't even fuck. Women like guys who talk real loud like this now. What? Women don't want bassy voiced guys? No, they want guys that talk like Badai. You don't even make sense. You don't even say words. But women fuck me. They'd like me first. Try this new thing where I just keep riffing every fucking minute. See where I go. Go off into the deep end. This is where it's nice to have a little guest. You know, a little guesty guest. Maybe a little Ronald Schmick comes on, the talking mouse. He's like, I would like some hand jobs. Give me a fucking hand job. You're like, Ronald Schmick, all you fucking talk about is fucking hand jobs. You're a fucking little mouse, and I'm not jerking your little tiny mouse penis off. You know? He's like, can you tug on my tail while you're rubbing my pecker? No, I'm not tugging on your tail while I'm rubbing your pecker. You fucking mouse. Now eat your cheese and go to bed. Fuck. Yeah, fuck. What's going on in the world? It was nice out today. Let me drink some of my soda. Don't tell me when I'm drinking soda. I'm not supposed to drink soda this month, but I'm lying to the people I made promises to. Shh. It's very nice weather in New York today. Good day to walk around, you know, investigate the lands. I love investigating the lands. I had a nice a wrap today, you know, from a little deli. I had a wrap. It had turkey on it. It had roast beef on it. I think it had ham and coleslaw and Russian dressing. And it was just too much. It wasn't actually that good. It was just such a big menu of wraps. I got excited and I just picked the craziest one. And then that's been your rap story of the week. Next week on Rap Stories, should I get the turkey in Swiss? God, this video of Putin, he doesn't even speak English. Why are we afraid of this guy? Только вместе. Yo Westa. Eating bananas in the fucking Russian capital. Touching myself to little girls and little boys. I am pedophile Putin. I'm pedophile Putin. Pedophile Putin loves tugging his penis to little boys and little girls. If I see a little Russian boy under the age of 7, I be jerking my little penis. My little penis to a little Russian boy. I be jerking. What was going on with Russia? Russia collusion? He's like, the only collusion is in my pants to little Russian boys. I love a little Russian boy. The whole riff was just, I love a little Russian boy. And who doesn't? Alright, guys. Let's pull things back. Let's pull things back and get serious. Where I work, there's a guy that does the elevators, because as an adult human, I can't click the up button and then click my floor. There needs to be a guy in the suit that does that. And I hate it. I hate that that's a job. I mean, just give the guy money to do nothing then. I hate that there's a guy doing that. I hate when there's bathroom attendees in the bathroom, like handing out towels and mints, and they have to sit in the bathroom like next to a guy, like guys just ramming their shit into toilets, and they're just in there sniffing it up. And then you're supposed to tip them and shit. These jobs, like, who wants this? These are stupid fucking jobs. How do you feel as a person if you're the guy that stands in the bathroom and gives people... I get why you take the job. It's easy or whatever. I have nothing against you. And, like, if I needed to take the job, I would take it. But it's a fucking waste of a fucking job. I hate it when the guy's in there just to hand out things to you. I don't want you to hand shit to me. Get out of here, you fucking towel mint deodorant fuckface. I don't know. What do we do as people? Some people shit into fucking holes. Shit into the classic novel holes. That's where they shit. Useless jobs. Fucking annoy me. You know what I learned today? I was watching a Lifetime movie. You know that twins can have two different fathers? Like if a lady's like in her ovulating period and fucks two dudes, two different sperms can inseminate two different eggs, and then the babies can have two different papas. Two different papas. That's crazy, right? That you can have a twin that has a different dad. That means there could be like an Asian baby and like a black baby, and they'd be twins. And you'd be like, you guys aren't twins. And you'd be like, oh, we twins. That was the black one. And then the other one would just be like, yo, we twins. And that was the Asian one. And that could happen. That could happen. God, in my mind, I was going to have like 10 minutes about that. But that's all I got. That's all I got. The same fucking jokes the whole fucking time. I like dogs. You ever pet a dog? I like petting a pooch. Guys, just doing filler. Just doing filler. How's war happening? How's the war going on in the world? What kind of wars? How to cope with war anxiety over Iran. Here's an article for you. Recent tensions between the United States and Iran and the underlying threat of war have many Americans on edge. To me, I love war, and I'm actually edging to it. I'm edging to war. I'm like, Iran, I'm about to come. After a U.S. airstrike in Baghdad on January 3rd killed General Qassam Salami, Iran's influential military commander and a power broker of terror in the Middle East. Well, I fucking hate brokers. The Iranians vowed harsh revenge. They kept their promise by bombing U.S. military bases in Iraq holding troops. U.S. troops. As a trauma psychologist, I can very well understand public fear and anxiety resulting from this military escalation. I love to escalate on a woman, feel her titties, grab her puss, lick her lippies. And the uncertainty it has generated about the future. An important study last year indicated that Americans were already suffering from a rising anxiety epidemic. What? There's a rising anxiety epidemic going on in my pants. Oof, these jokes were all this, man. America really is in midst of a rising... all right, fuck that other article. We'll go back to it. Amidst of a rising anxiety epidemic. If I'm being honest with you, I'm littered with anxiety. I fear everything. I hate riding the fucking train. Every time when I hold a pole and someone else is holding a pole, I feel like their hands are always moving closer to mine until they want to touch mine. I'm like, don't touch my hand. Don't touch my fucking hand. Everyone's getting too close. I don't want these fucking fuckers touching me. They got their kids, Kids have no sense of space. They're always romping around, touching things, sitting next to you, and you're like, I don't even want to be near a kid. I want to live in a shell without children because I don't know what to do with them because I am an adult man with autism. And this is why I should be president. Because my first thing would be to ban kids. Let's end the human race. I'm tired of it. Don't you feel like all your problems are in relation to the fact that humans exist? There wouldn't be so much like war going on and like disease and fucking murdering if there were no people. You ever think about that, scientists? Huh? America really is the midst of a rising anxiety epidemic by Peter Dockrill. What if his name was P.P. Cockdrill? Got him. If you're feeling stressed, uncertain about what the future holds, or even physically unsafe, try not to panic. You're definitely not alone. New survey results show Americans' anxiety levels experienced a sharp increase in the past year, just in the past year, with almost 40% of respondents saying they felt more anxious than they did a year ago. Huh, we're getting more spooked. We're getting super spooked out here in America. Let me skip around to this article. But what most... All right. These are... we are wired to sense and react to threat, psychiatrist, this guy says. These are things that, in fact, you can't control by an immediate action. But what is the most striking is the single highest source of extreme anxiety in the 2018 results. A stunning 36% of respondents reported that they felt extremely anxious about keeping themselves or their family safe. Well, that's what they're worried about? Staying safe? What? That's not what I'm anxious about. I'm afraid to fucking just talk to people. Because most people are fucking morons. I can't hold a conversation with anyone. You know? I gotta blow my fucking nose. Now, I can hold conversations with some people, but I'm just anxious, like, all the time in social situations. I'm a fucking weirdo. Why do you think I talk through this? I seem all cool on this, but I'm really just a sensitive baby. And that's a real revolution about me. I'm a vulnerable, sensitive baby who's afraid to go out and talk to people. If you listen to older episodes, yeah, I would just drink so much just to, like, fucking go out there and relate to people. Because if I'm drunk and I'm just like, blah, 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 people are like, oh, this guy's okay. He's just a fucking mumbling fool that's fucking drunk. I don't know. When more than 1 in 3 people say they feel that way, you know there's a lot of work to do. Wow, if more than 33% of people feel anxious, you know there's a lot of work to do. Okay. Let's go back. Let's talk a little more about this war. Concerns of going to war understandably bring increased tension and fear, whether by awakening past traumas or inviting worry about new trauma, such as concerns of being attacked on our own soil. I'm going to soil my pants until I die. Loss of lives are the reverberating effects that can bring about World War III. Today's onslaught of video imagery brings war powerfully home, giving an up-close feel of the danger and anguish. But there's something we can all do to cope. For individuals who have experienced traumatic events, such as combat, sexual assault, or natural disasters, fears of future wars can act as a triggers and negatively mix with or amplify unresolved psychological wounds. What the fuck is going on here? Why is everyone fucking anxious and sick and fucking triggered and fucking... What? There's just articles in CNN about this shit? I've been through some shit, you know? I might have been molested as a boy. I don't like to talk about it. I've seen someone get molested as a boy. I mean, who hasn't been molested as a boy? I am Putin. I see a 7-year-old Russian boy. I'm going to tickle his toronko. Toronko in Russian means tolunto, and tolunto is Russian for papunto, and papunto is Russian for onus, which is what we call the boy's penis. But, yeah, I've had traumatic events, but, you know, I just fucking deal with it, you know? I just don't sleep, and I'm tired all the time, and I get annoyed by everyone. I'm real irritable, and that's just how I live my life, and that's how you should live your life too. Just let whatever fucking traumas you have on you, just wipe them off your back. Just get rid of them. You don't need them. You know? You're living in the now. You're a now man or a now woman. You are current. This is something else I want to talk about. I'm a fucking autistic fuckface. I like to watch people. I don't play video games anymore. Enough with the war. Fuck it. Don't worry. We're fine. We're America. We're going to win. We're capitalism. Capitalism always wins. I don't know how that relates, but capitalism always wins. Big fan. Okay. So I stopped playing video games, but I still like them. And for some reason, I like to watch people speed run video games, you know? Beat them as quick as possible. And it's almost 95% dudes who do it. And I'm like, do women even speed run video games? Is that even something that interests them? And I'm sure there's a community, but they're just not good at it. Like, it's hard to find. I'm sure there are women that do it, but dudes, this is something dudes are just way better than women. Speed running video games. And I guess my point here is there's a difference between men and women is really what I'm getting at here. This is what I wanted to talk about off the top, but I saved it till this part. Men like to speed run video games and women don't. And then if you Google who's the best female speedrunner, it links you to a trans woman. So, yes, that is a woman, but no biological woman speedruns video games, is my point here. You can make your own decisions about what I'm saying here. This is a progressive podcast. I don't make any injections. All I'm saying is speedrunning video games is almost entirely male. And I think it's because it's not social enough. It's very like fucking figuring out little minute things in a fucking video game. And that's kind of just dude shit. So men and women are different. Is my point there. To everyone out there, men and women are different. Okay, let me Google differences between men and women because I want to see what the internet says. Differences between men and womoot. Womoot. What if they were called womoot? You ever hear like that comedian joke? That comedian joke about like women are there to stop men from doing shit. They're like, whoa, man. That's a fucking stupid joke. Okay, here's APA.org, my number one source. The truth, men and women, no big difference. Studies show that one sex has little or no bearing on personality, cognition, and leadership. The truth about gender differences. This is not a list that's easily readable, so I'm not going to use this. I'm going to go to stanman.stanford.edu. Two minds. I like this. The cognitive difference between men and women. Why is this? New technology has generated a growing pile of evidence that there are no inherent differences in how men and women's brains are wired and how they work. Okay. Well, maybe men and women aren't different. Okay, many of these cognitive differences appear early in life. You see sex difference in spatial visualization ability in 2 and 3 month-old infants. A 2017 study in JAMA and JAMA Psychiatry imaged the brains of 98 individuals ages 8 to 22 with autism spectrum disorder. In 19 and 98 control subjects, both groups contained roughly equal numbers of male and female subjects. I'm fucking up every word. The study confirmed earlier research showing that the pattern of variation in the thickness of the brain's cortex difference between male and females. Huh. Looks like someone's fat-headed. Dudes. But the great majority of female subjects with ASD, the researchers found, had cortical thickness variation. Oh, so even women's minds are thick. Profiles similar in those of typical non-ASD males. In other words, having a typical male brain structure, whether you're a boy or a girl, is a substantial risk factor for ASD. By definition, more boys than girls' brains have this profile. That's true. Boys are more likely to be autistic. Possibly helping explain ASD's 4 to 5-fold preponderance among boys compared with girls. Why our brains differ. But why are men's and women's brains different? That's my question I've been asking for years. One big reason is that for much of their lifetimes, women and men have different fuel additives running through their tanks. The sex steroid hormones. In female mammals, the primary additives are a few members of the set of molecules called estrogens, along with another molecule called progesterone, and in males, testosterone, and a few lookalikes collectively deemed androgens. Importantly, males developing normally in utero get hit with a big mid-digestion surge of testosterone, permanently shaping not only their body parts in proportions, but also their brains. Genetic defects disrupting testosterone influence on the developing male human cells induce a shift to a feminine body plane or default condition. In general, brain regions that differ in size between men and women, such as the amygdala and the hippocampus, tend to contain especially high concentrations of receptors for sex hormones. Basically, me reading this is just proving I'm a big fucking dumbass and I can't read fucking words. I feel like we're all dumber for the last 2 minutes I've been reading these fucking paragraphs about the differences between male and female brains that I think you're all deciding you're an idiot. Me is an idiot. But according to what I just read, the fucking testosterone makes us smart and estrogen makes ladies dumb. So that's been Militant Affection. And I think we really discovered the truth about the world there. And, we tackled a lot of subjects. And really the chaos of my mind and the nothingness of everything has been voided in. And really, I think I filled the void of natural perspective in this episode. So that's been Nothing Rambling by me. I love everyone, whether you're tall, a midget, 3 midgets, retarded. Oh, this was something I want to say. I was doing an open mic, and it was an anti-oppression open mic, and I knew they were going to be a little salty about my comedy, and it was an open mic, so whatever, and that they'd light me if I said certain words, like it wouldn't matter what context it was in. But I was telling jokes, and they were getting a little laughy laughs here and there. And then I was almost at the end of my set, and I said retard, and they immediately lit me to get off. And a few people in the audience, it was an open mic, so it was comedians, did laugh, but they still wanted me to get off. And in my mind, I'm like, you got to kick out these people too. If they're laughing at retard, they're supporting my bad comedy. And they didn't kick him out. They didn't actually kick me out. They just made me get off stage. It was like 15 seconds early. But yeah, that's just annoying. I think PC comedy's coming to an end soon. Or maybe it's not. We can only hope. We can only hope it's ending. It's fucking dumb. Comedy's the one space where, like, everyone has evil thoughts, right? All day people have evil thoughts. And they think, people think about killing people or doing bad stuff to people, or they think racist thoughts, sexist thoughts. Whatever, they think bad thoughts, and like we're not supposed to talk about it. And if you act like you only have pure thoughts, you're a fucking liar. Everyone is in fucking therapy, letting all their fucking evil shit air out, and they're acting like they're all perfect. And then we get mad if comedians say bad words, but like We need a place to air out our fucking evilness inside. And that's what, like, comedy spaces, I think, are for. You know, that's what comedy's for, to air out our evil thoughts for a minute, and then we go back to being polite people. And if we stop that, then people are we're gonna have more fucking mass murders and shit, I think. So, I mean, you don't have to laugh at any of it. You can not like it, but to, like, ban it is ridiculous. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Militant Affection. It's a new decade. Let's all get laid. Remember to spay and neuter your pets, or we're going to have so many puppies we all die. I'm at Matt Miller Real. Everywhere. Matt Miller Comedy on YouTube. Go to my Patreon, patreon.com/Matt Miller Comedy. Donate $1. There's 10 15-minute episodes for you to just eat up. Yum, 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 yum. Appreciate everyone. Goodbye.
Militant affection. Militant affection.